And let me please ask now to Pekka Sauri, the Deputy Mayor for Public Works and Environmental Affairs of the City of Helsinki. So from the south to the north, Pekka is also Vice President of ICLEI and he holds the portfolio for sustainable procurement. Maybe Pekka, 2 examples of what Helsinki is doing and 2 expectations to the network.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, well, greetings from Helsinki. As Mayor Park mentioned in his opening remarks, the City of Helsinki indeed has a 100% environmental criteria target for 2020. That is, all procurement lines will include environmental criteria by 2020. We now, this year, 2015, it's 50%, next year will be 60, in 2017, 70, and so on until 100% of our product lines will include environmental criteria. I think it's important to make a political decision. If you can decide things politically, after that you find the technical means for achieving those goals that you decided upon. Where there's a will, there's a way. In 1995, the city of Helsinki made a bit of legal history when the European Court of Justice ruled in favor of the city of Helsinki that you can include environmental criteria or emissions criteria in tendering for bus transport. We did that in 1995, and the bus operators who lost the tendering, they took the city to the European Court of Justice saying that it was illegal to include environmental criteria in tendering for bus transport. But the Court of Justice ruled in favor, and after that all cities could include environmental criteria in tendering for bus transport. It's hard to draw the line between procurement and the rest of the functioning of the city. If you look at it generally, everything a city does involves procurement. But one interesting example that we managed to achieve in construction procurement is to do with surplus soil. When you do construction work, you dig up the soil, and much of the soil is unusable in construction. And previously we used to transport all the surplus soil long distances and even longer and longer distances because locations for the surplus soil ran out quite quickly. What we started doing 3 or 4 years ago was to recycle and process surplus soil on site to separate those parts of the soil which you could reuse in construction. And we could cut down the need for transporting surplus soil by almost 2/3, saving €7 million a year in transport costs and obviously the emissions involved in transport. One thing we're now trying to do is to combine environmental criteria in procurement and innovative procurement, which is the way of the future. You can't do the two separately. They have to be part of the same process. Environmental criteria in procurement and innovative procurement. And we now finally starting our city bike system next summer. We had plenty of problems in getting the system together, but we put it out to tender not as a particular system but as a concept. So the operators or teams of operators could propose various different concepts we could choose from. And I think we finally managed to select quite an elegant concept for city bikes, which will be rolled out in May next year. First, the political decision, after that, the technical instruments for getting at sustainable procurement. 100% 2020. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Pekka Sauri, the Deputy Mayor for Public Works and Environment for the City of Helsinki.